channel, welcome back to the how-to series. I hope you're well today, gaming for XP. In today's episode we are going to show you in around about 10 minutes how to make a banner for your stream for OBS, Elgato Gaming, whatever software you decide to use. And we're going to use Photoshop. You'll need something like Photoshop, GIMP, or something that actually has some layers capability. And we'll get started in a second, and we should get something like, it probably is going to be down there somewhere, like that. Hope you're going to enjoy this one. Let's get into it. So when you're looking for items that you want to download, I've downloaded a heap already, but I'll show you where I got them from. So we'll go Gears of War, and you want Gears of War PNG. And the reason you want PNG is so that you can drag and drop these in. So you can see there's a whole lot of options. Now, how do you know you're going to have PNG? Because when you click on it, you'll see it's got a transparent background. Make sure that you're getting a reasonable resolution. And here's the ones that we're going to use in the video. But you can see there's a heap to pick from. So all kinds of stuff you can pick from to add into your banner. So here we go. We get started with Photoshop, and we are going to get a new document. You can either file new, or you can do the shortcut command or Control N, and we want this one, 1920 by 1080. And the reason we want that is because we want to fill the screen when we drop the banner or the thing in. So let's start making some shapes. So we're just going to make a square. Doesn't matter how big it is at this point, and we're going to fill that with black. So fill. And that's background color, that's foreground, that's background, so we're going to use the background color. I'm going to fill it with black, there we go. And then we're going to go Control D to deselect it. So there we go, we have our square there. So we're going to then copy that, Control J, and you go, nothing's happened. Well, there's actually one there. There you go. So now we have two. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Lasso tool. That I use the Polygon Lasso tool. You can use what you like. I use this one because it snaps, and I'm going to go from the corner there, and then I'm going to go all the way around like that, and then I'm going to go Control D, delete, undo it, delete. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go delete, and then I'm going to Control D to deselect. So now we have a point like that. Now it's looking a bit long at the moment, so we're going to shorten that up. So we're going to go Control T to transform, and then we're going to hold the Shift key and we're going to drag this across like this. Yeah, perfect. And hold the Shift key again and just push it down like that. Fantastic. Okay. So far so good. So we're going to go Control T and transform this, and we're going to use the Shift key again. Now this is a thing on the newer versions of Photoshop that you have to use the Shift key. Previously you didn't have to do that. And there you go, there's our basic shape. Now if you want to shift this around, you can do this and just shift it to wherever you like. I am going to get a guide. What have we got? We've got 68, so that's 34. And we're going to put a guide about halfway. And that's about right, just by physically looking at it. There we go. Now, I am going to copy this. Command J. Copy this because I'm going to show you something a little bit later. And we are going to go Shift click these, and we are going to merge that. So this is now one layer. Now if you want to make this bigger, you can always do that. I think that's about the right size that we're going to need. Now, the colour of this doesn't really matter at this point. We're going to change that anyway. Now, first thing you can do, Command J to copy this, and then we're going to select the one underneath. And we're going to go Command mouse click. It's right mouse click, sorry. Command left mouse click, right. Sorry, try that again. Command right mouse click so that it is selected. Then we're going to use this. So we're going to fill foreground color this time, which is red. Okay. Nothing happens. And I'm going to deselect that. Nothing happens. That is sitting behind this. So if I go to this guide and I nudge it up like that, there we go. We now have an accent on this. Pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to add a couple of things in now. We're going to grab that. And what else do we need? Not that one. We'll grab this one. And there's one more. That one. Okay. And we're going to open all of those with Photoshop. There we go. And we just let these load in one by one. I have mine set so it defaults to raw, and then the last thing we need is the Gaming for XP logo. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we'll need that a little bit later. Okay, so we have everything we need. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to we'll save this first. So we'll save this as what we're going to call Gears of War 1 PSD, and that's a Photoshop file, and that'll save all the progress. So I want this one first, so we're going to do that, and we're just going to drag this across. So what we can actually do is Command A to select all, Command C, and then we'll paste it in. Command V. There we go. Now, we want that in there. We want it above this. So what I want to do now is I want to stretch this. So I'm going to hold the Shift key down, and I'm going to stretch it. Now, I don't want to compress it too much. Now, we're going to lay that over there like that, and then we're going to hold the Alt key and click in. You see how there's an arrow? Click. And the computer will think about it for a while. There we go. And you can see, look at that, it's actually made the pattern on there. Look at that. And it's only, what it's doing is it's actually just clipping to this shape here. So you move that around until we get to where we roughly want it. Now, what I tend to do is just reduce the opacity a little bit. There we go. So it doesn't look as artificial. So there we go. So now we've got a colour or some kind of texture on the banner. Okay, so we will close that down because we don't need it anymore. Don't save, thank you. And then we are going to start adding things in. So we're going to add this. This is a PNG file. Now, always try and get the version of the logo that has both the black and the white lettering. Because sometimes when you see it on screen, it doesn't work with the black lettering. We're going to use the black lettering today, but obviously we make sure you get both versions. So I'm going to shut that down. Now, here is a thing that might happen when you download items from the internet. So watch what I do. See, the last one I just dragged and dropped. This one has got the background on it, so we don't need that. We'll get rid of that. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use the selection tool. So I'm going to go magic wand, and we're going to go there, there. Now this will be different for each image in there. Now, what it has selected is everything around him. It hasn't actually selected him. So what you have to go to do is go to select inverse. And now you can see it's selecting him rather than the outside. And then Command J to copy him. And now we should be able to drag him in. There we go. He's in. Like that. And then we just resize him. Command T. Resize him to wherever you like. There we go, just like that. Fantastic. And you can, you can play around with the placement of these as much as you like. If you're not happy with this guy who is facing the right way, all you need to do is Command T and then right click and flip horizontal. And you can have him facing that way if you like, if that's what you like. You know, you might want him to put him over here somewhere and have him there. Up to you guys. I'm going to flip him back the way he was. I liked him where he was, so I'm going to leave him there, like that. You get rid of this. We're not going to save that. And the last thing I'm going to do is just drop the logo in, my logo in, like this. Command T. I'm going to put it somewhere around here, like that. And obviously you can resize that as you need. So there you go. There's a very, very basic. Very last one you need to do is make sure that your background is transparent before you save. Now we're going to add some fonts in a second. We're back in 2 seconds. Oh, before we do that, okay, so you can see this is not quite popping, this logo. So let's see if we can make it pop a little bit more. So go to Effects, Drop Shadow. Just see the distance is not quite right. If we can make that just pop a little bit more. Play around with the location. There we go, it popped in. You play around with the angle just to make it sit out from the background, and this is maybe why you will need to have white on there. Let me say OK, and there we go. You can see we have we've added in the Twitter logo. Again, if you need to, you can give that a little bit of a drop shadow just to try and make it kind of stand out a little bit more. And you can play around with the angle to see what that was actually pretty good. 33 there, just to give it a bit of a pop. You can do that with the font too if you like. I'm just going to move these up a little bit. Now generally what I do when I'm doing this is I'll group these together. So I'll go all that stuff that we've added to the banner, I put in a group. So it's group 1, Command J or Control J. I'm going to put that as icons, and the background, same thing. I generally just group them together just so I can keep that nice and neat. And the last thing to do is save this as a PNG, and it's important that you save as a PNG, because if you don't save as a PNG, it won't it probably won't work. So just use the default settings, and we're ready to drop it in. So the last thing to do is obviously add it to whatever software. I'm using Elgato's Game Capture just for speed, but you can do whatever you whatever program you like, OBS or whatever. So we're going to add an image, and we're going to go find the file. Where is it? Game of War PNG, open. And you can see because we've sized that at 920 to 1080, that fits perfectly in there. Oh, try that again. Okay, open. That's it. And there we go. And there we go. That fits perfectly in there. Your banner's ready to go. You can get online, stream, and everything is good. We're going to make a second one, and we can switch all this off for now and switch this back on. Remember, I had this one before. We're going to make a couple copies of this. Now, I've made a copy of that. You can't actually see it, can you? We're going to go Control T, and we're going to go flip horizontal like that, and it looks like it's blocked it up. It actually hasn't. So let's just move this across, and you'll see where it's going. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good, is it? We'll just move that across like that. So now you've got one that's equal each side. We're going to merge that down. Put that in. So it's probably a little bit too long at this point, and we're going to drop it in the middle like that. Then we're going to go and Control J, copy that, and this one I'm going to just do this. Delete. Same thing on this end. Delete. Okay, Control T, make it a little bit shorter, not much. Okay. Control T again. Stretch it right out like that. And like that. And then pull that down. Like that. And then just move it as you like. Now, obviously this is going to fill up a little bit more of the screen, but it's just an alternative for you if you like to do something a bit different. Once you're happy with that, we'll merge the layers down, and then it's just basically the same process. Now I'm going to show you cancel. I want to merge those layers. Okay, so I'm going to show you an alternative for you. So go to the marquee tool and go to the optical marquee. Hold the shift key and then drag and drop. Drag out. There we go. So we've got circle now. Okay. Okay. Maybe it doesn't like that, but drag the circle out like that. If that doesn't work, then you can, it isn't today because I'm recording, you can go, there's actually a ellipse tool here that you can use. Same thing, just drag it out like that. Put that there like that. I'm going to rasterize this because I don't actually need it. Then I'm going to go Control left click, so it gives me a it's actually selected, and then make sure that you're selected on the layer below and hit the delete button. Nothing's happened. Deselect. There we go. And so what you can do with this, I think I've got a icon that I can use here somewhere. I think it's that one actually. So I'm going to go and find Gears of War logo PNG, and we want something like that. We'll try that one, see if that one will work. Yep. I'm going to copy the image just for now. Back to Photoshop. Keyboard shortcut to bring it in. There we go. And just set it in that hole there, and you can size it to wherever you prefer. You know, I do this for my logo a lot. And you can use this technique with the shape just in any way you like, actually. It's so I'm going to pull that down there like that. we're going to pick Control G, push that down there like we did before, clip it in, make an extra one of these, select, fill it with red, deselect, has a red accent. Of course, if you don't like the angle, which I don't, that's sitting at, you can just flip it around like that until it's straight. And that's just a different alternative. This design gives you, you can have it sitting like that if you like, which I think looks quite a little bit nicer. Okay, there we go. And then of course you can put all the stuff you need to in there, like that. Manipulate it around as you need to. For me, that probably needs that. I mean, it just gives you a little bit more space here. Just pull him up like that, and there you go. You've got another banner, and I'll save that as a PNG and drop it into game capture so you can see what that one looks like. Save that as number 2. Okay. Edit scene, we'll get rid of that one like that. I'll add the second one, just that one. Oh, big rookie mistake. So what I've done there is I have forgot to switch off the background, and so that's, make sure you do that. Make sure this is transparent before you do that. PNG, save, replace, yes, thank you. Okay. There we go. Drop it in, and now there we go. And it gives it quite a different look, although it does, you can see, this is a good way of doing it, because you can see now we're going to have to adjust this. But you can see the idea of how you can make 2 banners very, very simply out of one idea. Guys, that's a very easy way to start using the banners on your channel. Hopefully you have got something out of this and it's useful for you. I'd love to see, if you decide to make a banner, how it looks. Let me know either on Twitter, on the comments down below, or on Discord, guys. There are links to all of those down in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time on the How To series and on Gaming for XP. See ya.